Aston Villa's dream summer, Joao Felix and Amadou Onana sign after Unai Emery agrees deal. Preparing for their first ever Champions League campaign, Aston Villa could welcome some big money signings on the back of manager Unai Emery's new deal. The new Premier League season is just over a month away, and Aston Villa fans have plenty of reason to be excited. Unai Emery's side travelled to the London Stadium for their first game of the season against West Ham, kicking off what should be an exciting campaign as the Midlands club prepare for their first ever season in the Champions League. While the anticipation brews for top-tier European football, Villa will know they'll be in safe hands after Unai Emery extended his contract this summer. The Spaniard, who has won a European competition 4 times, still has a month to build up his squad for the upcoming campaign. He has already been heavily linked with skillful forward Joao Felix, while commanding midfielder Amadou Onana looks set to pen a deal. The club have already offloaded and purchased a plethora of players to adhere to the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, but they might not be done in the market just yet. Mirror Football takes a look at how Villa can improve further this month and the dream scenario they could see themselves in. Transfers. One of the Premier League's busiest clubs when it comes to transfers, Villa have already spent nearly £100 million this window. 8 new signings will grace Villa Park next season, with the headliner being left-back Ian Maatsen. On loan from Chelsea at Borussia Dortmund in the last campaign, the Dutchman was impressed as his side reached the Champions League final. Chelsea needed to balance their books and soar Villa pounds, and you'd expect the forward-thinking fullback to be a starter under Emery. Another recruit who is yet to be announced is Everton midfielder Amadou Onana. A standout holding player in the Premier League, the 22-year-old Belgian is reportedly close to a £50 million switch to Villa Park and would be a real coup for the Midlanders in the middle of the park. Other signings include Samuel Illing Jr. and Enzo Baranicher from Juventus, Ross Barkley from Luton, young Everton forward Lewis Dobbin, and Jadon Philogene and Cameron Archer, both of whom return to the club. Business is not done yet, however. According to reports in Spain, Atletico Madrid's Joao Felix is also of interest to the Villains. The club will only consider selling the Portuguese forward, not loaning him out, and the fee they demand is believed to be roughly £50 million, claim Marca. Felix grabbed headlines this month after his penalty miss put Portugal out of Euro 2024, but he would represent a real standout buy for Emery's side, having joined Atletico in a club record deal in 2019. Outgoings. While meeting the league's PSR deadline, Villa had to make some financial sacrifices. Douglas Luiz was one of the club's first names on the team sheet but had to be sold, moving to Juventus. The Brazilian played over 200 games in the Claret and Blue of Villa, joining upon their return to the Premier League in 2019, and will be sorely missed in the middle of the park. Thankfully, the club has signed some capable deputies. Yuri Tielemans and John McGinn can already provide cover for the departed Luiz, and Onana will come into the midfield beside one of them to help dictate play while guarding the back line. Other departures include Tim Iroegbunam to Everton in June, and French ace Morgan Sanson going to Nice. Another Frenchman, Moussa Diaby, is on the verge of departing for Saudi Pro League side Al-Ittihad. Just 1 year after arriving to play under Emery, tricky winger Diaby has been tipped to depart for a near £60 million fee. This would give the club a profit on the £43 million they paid for him last summer, but it is reported that the Midlands club do not wish to let Diaby go. If the club were to offload their winger, then the fee gathered may be reinvested into another signing, or it could see the young Morgan Rogers stake a claim on some first-team minutes. Ollie Watkins has also been linked with a move to Arsenal after his Euro 2024 heroics for England, although the Three Lions star has shown no inclination of wanting to leave Villa Park and looks set to lead Emery's side into the Champions League this season. Emery's contract extension. Emery signed a contract extension in April which will see him remain with the club until 2027. The former Arsenal boss arrived at Villa Park in 2022 on a rescue mission after the club had won just 2 of their first 11 games under manager Steven Gerrard. The Spaniard worked wonders, winning 15 of their 23 remaining league games, taking 49 points from a possible 75, and finishing in 7th, securing Europa Conference League football. The last campaign saw him raise the club to another level. A 4th-placed finish secured Villa's first taste of Champions League football since it underwent a rebrand from the European Cup. Now, he is set to lead them into an even more promising season. Emery has won 4 Europa League titles, and though it is unlikely they win it all, he will seek to get them as far as he can within the new format. Any sort of silverware is surely on the agenda, too. Aston Villa's dream 11 for opening day: Martinez, Cash, Torres, Konsa, Maatsen, Tielemans, Onana, Bailey, McGinn, Felix, Watkins. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this, don't forget like and subscribe this channel. Goodbye.